You should be really proud of your TikTok.
I am. I really am. And I want to do more. Is it that? Not really. I feel like that's me going outside the box.
Hell yeah.
And tapping into a whole nother realm of shit.
You really are.
The problem is I think with black people, we always see what other black people are successful in.
And then try and recreate it, yeah.
And then next thing you know, you got a billion black people doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
That's true. And I feel like like you said last night, the people are living through you.
Yes.
So like one of the hardest parts is for you to tell yourself, go outside and do shit. But I give credit to watching all these different YouTube videos where they're like not doing
correct. Where you're like living through them. You think they made it to where you look as if you're on the boat.
Nigga, I went to the Devil River.
Yes.
Not really, but I did.
Well, this is what I call it. Virtual. I went virtually. So that's what I always tell myself. Like, I went to Texas virtually. I went all these places virtually. I went to Colorado yesterday virtually too. You know? Because it's virtually. We're going virtually. You know? You can picture what the water feels like. You know? Sitting on that boat. We're sitting there. So we're the camera.
I am. I'm the camera.
So, yeah, virtually we're there. That's why he did it in this particular angle. You know?
Yep.
And then after you watch it so many times, you're going to plan how can you go in real life.
Well, the dude gave me motivation because last night at Blackwood.
Yeah.
And he said that was his first time
ever doing that.
hiking up the mountain.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
That's his first time doing it.
And that was your first time interviewing someone.
He really was. But guess what? He looked pretty natural, and I looked pretty natural.
Sure did.
For it to be anybody's first time.
Sure did. Sure did. That's true.
You look like that's what we're supposed to be doing.
Yes. Look like that's your normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
It look like I constantly interview. I really do.
But you really, you really did.
It's never recorded.
Mm-hmm. Facts.
The great conversations that we have, I never recorded.
Yeah, I know. And the ones that you had that were great did not get recorded.
People always open up to me.
It's not like you can't tell them what was said, but they weren't recorded. But they were great. Like Jim Ron, he told me about the guy he learned from. The guy didn't tell us. He did. You know? The girl who sold the cookies, she didn't tell us how that shit went. He told us. You know? So it's okay to tell, you know, what the people say.
I'm like, I interviewed 3 people, but only one wanted to be on camera. So sometimes it's not about what you do. Sometimes it's about being vulnerable. See, the thing I found out in life is when you most
I like his voice though. It's so unique and different.
See, the thing I found out about life is that when you allow yourself to be vulnerable, that's when the most great experiences happen. So how many of you missed amazing opportunities because you didn't want to show yourself? You were just too shy of the camera.
LOL.
But you took a yearbook picture in school, didn't you? You gotta have some kind of way to identify you. You got a license, don't you?
We just finished packing up camp, getting our kayaks all loaded out, and we're gonna head on downstream. We have a big day ahead of us. Yesterday was about half the miles we're gonna try and cover today, and you saw how gnarly that was. So we're hoping that it is just as fun, but maybe just a touch less on the hair. But I saw we have another named racket coming up soon. We're gonna agree on it and hit it.
First paddle strokes. Oh yeah, I'm definitely feeling it in the hands. It wouldn't be the Devil's River without a morning headwind, right?
quest for a slow start did not come to fruition. However, it was really cool to see all the guys, and myself included, tackling this rapid way better than we did yesterday. Even that little bit of experience we gained is paying dividends today.
No way, you went down backwards?
Yay, the nails are getting cut. Let's go.
The river is full of these maze-like rock sections that leave you guessing on where to go, and usually you choose the wrong route.
Nice. And then hard left around the turn.
That's how they look.
Oh no.
Good.
You got it? Stay on.
Good. That looked good. Dang, I got voted out. Damn it. We all lost.
They said, welcome back.
We all lost. Tan lost. We all lost.
Says server.
She's laughing like Kay. You forgot my name? It's Kay.
No, I didn't. But listen, lady, I'm not trying to get you in trouble. At no point in time I'm going to be responsible for you getting in trouble.
She's like, dude, do you see what I do here? I'm not gonna
That's why
get
she
in
was
trouble.
like showing me after, like, I hit my knees on this bitch. She was
Yeah.
like 2 cups, 2 server glasses.
She's
nigga.
like, I'm not gonna get fired.
I'm that bitch in here.
Basically,
That's what she was telling me.
is what she said. That's exactly what she said.
Gosh, so pretty.
We have a long day ahead of us. Again, it doesn't seem like we're making as much time as we wanted. As you can hear, this wind is just a beast.
Oh boy.
Devil's River, man. This place is stunning, and as we get further downriver, it's opening up and just getting more and more incredible. Can't wait to see what's around the next turn. This trip is so sick.
Wow. Freaking incredible. This canyon is insane. The water, the views, the way it just goes from deep pool to narrow.
So, I am here with said server
The
at
Devil's really living up to its
Anonymous
name.
Restaurant. And, because we're not
She's
gonna-
cracking up and I'm like, at an anonymous restaurant.
I am here with
So she's probably laughing at the way you're talking.
at Anonymous Restaurant. And,
She's probably laughing at how you're talking, babe. Because that's not how you
It's
talk.
closing tonight. And one thing I want to know is, what
Yeah, because that's me tapping into...
She's like, this nigga.
She's like, he's definitely not the Northern Stalker nigga.
Type shit. We're not the average tipper either.
No, hell nah, we ain't. We ain't the average family.
No.
That was beautiful though.
I loved
Like,
it.
that's beautiful. And that was just like your first time. But it
Yeah.
turned out so good. That's crazy.
It did turn
It
out
looks
so
like you
good.
naturally do this shit.
Yes.
You wouldn't think that was my first interview on my channel.
Right.
Just a little bit of an idea of where
You
we
would
are
not.
on the river, and let us gauge how many more miles we need to put in, how far behind are we. Super shallow here, so you have to follow the flutes that the limestone creates. Over time, the erosion kind of channels these rocks, and it makes it pretty tricky to paddle. Might be a little bumping and grinding on this section. Oh my gosh, look at that view. The wind's back. Wow, that's an incredible cliff face.
We admired the sheer bluffs that surrounded us, and we pressed on through some wind too. And that was a distraction for the reed section that we were about to encounter. Oh man.
Oh, don't go this way. Wrong way.
Simply put, the river widens create a perfect habitat for reeds to flourish. This wreaks havoc on navigability. The reeds create channels and separate you from the sea. The worst part, it goes on forever.
I'm using the paddle as a way to detect snakes.
Huh.
It's like a jungle back in these reeds. Oh! Oh yeah. Here we go.
Relief rushed over our bodies as we made it to the other side. However, we had to make haste because it was time to find camp. The sun was setting, but we had a good feeling that we were going to sleep somewhere special tonight.
We just came ashore. Looks like we have a nice gradient boundary campsite behind me. Flat space for tents.
Dang, we lost. Fuck. They should have shapeshifted.
But I think tomorrow's paddle is going to be much shorter than if we had stopped at one of the earlier places. We have a handicap crew.
Oh, well.
It's a pretty tough place for
It
handicap.
is what it is. I'm probably going to leave out of this one because the voting time is ridiculous.
Destroyed gear, especially out here on the Devil's River. So if you're interested about how we keep our gear dry, be sure to check out Remote Designs. It's a dry
Like
bag
for real.
company I started to help you explore the outdoors and keep your gear safe.
It was a lot of work, but it was all worth it. Beautiful. It was the best part of the river. It was today, not yesterday. In terms of
Alright,
beauty.
so
It took
I am
serious
here
effort to get to
with
this
said
point.
server
I think
at
that's just kind of a sense of
anonymous
relief.
restaurant. And
We made it
because
this
we're not
far.
gonna get her in trouble.
And
But
things went according to plan.
however, she is closing tonight. And one thing I want to know is, what is the best thing about closing as a server?
Closing best. The peace and quiet after a long shift.
Okay, so that's one of the best things. What would you say is the worst thing that not being served?
The cleaning.
The cleaning. Okay, because it takes a long time to get it done,
Yeah.
right? Okay, so it's really quick. So I'm gonna throw in a bonus question. The bonus question I have for you is, when people walk out, how does that make you feel?
Frustrated. Because it falls back
We
on
hope
us
the next morning
servers.
you quickly packed up camps so we can enjoy
Yeah.
coffee on the
Paying
back shelf.
attention.
And then we get in trouble depending on how much the amount is.
Right.
Yeah.
All that stuff. Well, I really thank you for answering these questions for me. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And you have a good night.
Thank you, you too.
All right. So,
That was dope.
That was. And you did it. You said you wanted to do it. You made it happen.
And I waited to charge my phone just so I could have some juice to do it.
Yep. And you did it.
Got another hot coffee on the burner, packed up camp. Been drizzling all morning, but we're taking a little bit of work. So, only about a mile today. Looks pretty good. Same time.
Do you think they changed the voting time? Because the voting time's too long. If they didn't change the voting time, then I'm leaving out. Simple as that.
Right behind me is the finish line for the Devil's River. This was one heck of a journey, and it was exactly that. Each of these men took it in stride. Man, this is
Alright,
definitely one of the
so
hardest trips I've
I
ever
am
done.
here with
But I'm starting to
said
understand why
server
so many people
at
come out of the Devil's.
anonymous restaurant, and because we're not gonna get her in trouble. But however, she is closing tonight. And one thing I want to know is, what is the best thing about closing as a server?
Damn, I walked into that shit.
The peace and quiet.
I walked into that shit. Damn it.
What would you say is the
I legit walked into that shit.
The cleaning.
the cleaning?
Wow.
Okay,
Sirs.
so
Oh, he saw? Damn. Shout out to 10. Let's get it. Let's go.
all right. So I am here with said server at an anonymous restaurant, and
Yeah, facts.
we're not gonna get her in trouble. But however, she is closing tonight, and one thing I want to know is, what is the best thing about closing as a server?
Closing best.
Good shit, 10.
The peace and quiet after a long shift.
Okay, so that's one of
But
best
the
things.
voting is still hella
The
long,
worst thing
so I'm leaving out
The
this one.
cleaning.
the cleaning. Okay, 'cause it takes a long time.
Damn.
Okay, so just really quick, so I'm
Tan, be careful. They're coming for you.
the bonus question I have for you is
Oh, be careful, Tan. They're coming for you, dude. I'm gonna go protect Tan.
how did that one
They are coming for Tan,
Falls back on us.
so I gotta protect him.
seem like you were slipping,
Yeah.
not paying attention,
And then we get in trouble.
I don't know how long the protection's gonna last, but Tan, they are coming for you, my guy.
It was a little bit colder. I could walk across the ice over there.
All right.
Orange.
So I am here with
Don't be so
said
close to
server
him, Tan.
at an anonymous restaurant, and because we're not going to get her in trouble.
Damn it. And purple.
However, she is closing tonight, and one thing I want to know is what is the best thing about closing as a server?
Closing best.
This is crazy.
The peace and quiet after a long
This
shift.
is crazy.
So that's one of the best things. What would you say is the worst thing about being a server?
The cleaning.
The cleaning, okay, because it takes a long time to get it done,
Yeah.
right? Okay, so just really quick, so I'm gonna throw in a bonus question. The bonus question I have for you is,
And purple.
This is the very top of the ski resort. Nice. Hey, look. That's my middle name.
all right, so I am here with said server at an anonymous restaurant, and because we're not gonna get her in trouble, but however, she is closing tonight. And one thing I want to know is what is
I know.
the best thing about closing as a server?
Closing best.
Yeah.
The peace and quiet after a long shift.
Okay, so that's one of the best things. What would you say is the worst thing about being a server?
The cleaning.
The cleaning, okay, because it takes a long time to get it done,
Yeah.
right? Okay, so just really quick, so I'm gonna throw in the bonus question. The bonus question I have for you is, what when people walk out, how does that make you feel?
Frustrated because it falls back on us servers.
Right, it makes it seem like you were slipping,
Yeah.
not paying attention.
And we get in trouble depending on how much it is.
Right, and you get rolled up,
Yeah.
all that stuff.
Mhm.
Okay. I really thank you for answering these questions. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Have a good night.
Thank you, you too.
All right, so I am here with
Just had a argument with hubby.
Have time, it's gonna be okay.
If a bitch tryna fuck them, then she
She's riding on a deal.
told my mama I'ma be okay. Fuck this bitch, got bring it away. Taking my time, I can do it shit. Mention my name, I'ma be okay.
Be okay. I'll be okay.
If they tryna step in my way, I
Promise I'll be okay.
I'ma be okay. Real life, I'ma be okay. Quit this bitch,
I'll be okay. Queen, bitch, I'll be okay.
they call me that shit around my mouth.
I'm doing my shit, I'm doing my thing.
I heard these two bitches been running their mouth. They
I'm
talking
gonna
that
shit
shit.
and go do the thing around and around the world we go.
No secrets is kept, these niggas gon' tell.
Around the world we go. These niggas is fake, they all fairy tale. These niggas is lying, get out of my face with all that crying.
These niggas don't know
They
that.
just woke up and know who I am.
I like fish grease in their feet. No, I'm frying. I came up out the sky.
I call the sky diamond.
Just had an argument with Haley. I told him it's gon' be okay. If a bitch try to fuck him, then
She
she
riding on that DOA.
told my mama
Be okay. Cause bitch, DOA.
I'm taking my time like I'm doing crochet. And mention my
You
name.
know, see, I'm taking my time like I'm doing crochet.
Be okay.
Why they rushing? She taking her time. Why y'all rushing? Every time she do something, y'all rush.
Yes.
Why y'all didn't take y'all time?
Like,
to put
why
out
y'all
quality?
didn't take your time, bro?
Y'all could have put out hella quality when she didn't do nothing.
Girl, I know, that's what I'm saying.
Hubby, and I told him it's gonna be okay.
That's what I'm saying,
If a bitch
babe.
tryna fuck him, then she rob it on that DOA. Told my
And why y'all in
mama,
competition with y'all
fuck
sisters?
this bitch, gotta bring it away. I'm taking my time, I can do it for shit. And bitch,
Why?
my name, I'm
What I do,
DOA.
y'all? Not much, y'all. Y'all put my hair for y'all. Like,
I promise I'ma be okay. I'ma be okay. Run it all up, I'ma be okay. Quit this bitch, I'ma be okay. Quit this bitch, I'ma be okay. They call me bitch, that shit, I'm running my mouth. I'm talking my shit and I'm doing my thing. I heard these little bitches been running their mouth and talking their shit, but they do their thing. Around and round the world we go. No secrets is kept, these niggas gon' tell. Around and round the world we go. These niggas is count.
they on fairy tale.
Woo! These niggas is lying, get out of my ear with all of that crying. Woo! These niggas don't know they just woke up a whole new lion. Woo! Hot like fish grease in their pan, you know I'm crying. Woo! I came up out the sky, I call it skydiving. Just had an argument with hubby, and I told him it's gonna be okay. If a bitch tryna fuck him, then she rob it on that DOA.
Damn.
Told my mama
I just posted to Facebook and somebody already reacted to it.
I'm taking
Damn.
my time, I'm doing crochet. And mention my name,
Damn.
I'ma be okay.
Good job. Be okay.
Run it all up, I'ma be okay.
okay.
If they try to step in my way,
I promise I'ma be okay. Be okay. And then my mom did what my dad should have did. I'm happy for who you're becoming. Type shit. Cause everybody knows what the fuck I had to go through, and I came out on top. And I handled that shit, everything I went through with grace.
Just had an argument with hubby, and I told him it's gonna be okay. If a bitch tryna fuck him, then she ride it on that DOA. Told my mama,
And you know how long we kept this outfit?
this bitch got bring it away. I'm taking my time, and mention my name,
I'ma be okay.
be okay. Run it all up, I'ma be okay. If they try to step in my way, I promise I'ma be okay. I'ma be okay. Run it all up, I'ma be okay. Quit this bitch, I'ma be okay. Quit this bitch, I'ma be okay. They call me bitch, that shit, I'm running my mouth. I'm talking my shit and I'm doing my thing. I heard these little bitches been running their mouth and talking their shit, but they do their thing. Around and round the world we go. No secrets is kept, these niggas gon' tell. Around and round the world we go. These niggas is count, they all fairy tale. Woo! These niggas is lying, get out of my ear with all of that crying. Woo! These niggas don't know they just woke up a whole new lion. Woo! Hot like fish grease in their pan, you know I'm crying. Woo! I came up out the sky, I call it skydiving. Just had an argument with hubby, and I told him it's gonna be okay. If a bitch tryna fuck him, then she rob it on that DOA. Told my mama I'ma be okay. Funk pussy bitch, gotta bring it away. I'm taking my time, like I'm doing crochet. And mention my name, I'ma be okay. Be okay. Run it all up, I'ma be okay.
I have fun doing it.
Step in my way, I promise I'ma be okay.
It's a learning process, you know. But I enjoy it a lot.
It is a learning process, but you learn it pretty quick.
Thank you.
You fast track.
Fast track.
She's fast track. That's what the fast track was like, where you just get put on the fast track.
Yeah, like you going to
It's gonna make you pro in 2 days.
Just had
Yeah.
an argument with hubby, and I told him it's gonna be okay. If a bitch tryna fuck him, then she rob it on that DOA.
But look
Told
how
my
clear your
mama I'ma be
pronunciation
okay.
is.
Yes.
Funk pussy bitch, gotta bring it away. I'm taking my time, like I'm doing crochet.
And the reason why I
Mention my
like
name, I'ma be okay.
the very first one we did is because
Be
we're
okay.
both on it
Run it
together.
all up, I'ma be okay.
You can record
If they
me,
try to
I can
step in
record
my
you.
way, I promise I'ma
And you
be
edit
okay.
it together. With us both
Be okay.
on
Run
it
all
together.
up, I'ma be okay. Quit
You know?
this bitch, I'ma be okay. Quit this bitch, I'ma be okay. They call me bitch, that shit, I'm running my mouth. I'm talking my shit and I'm doing my thing. I heard
That's
these
like
bitches
Cardi
been
Offset
running
type
their mouth
shit.
and talking they shit, but they do their thing. Around and round the world we go. No secrets is kept, these niggas gon' tell. Around and round the world we go. These niggas is count, they all fairy tale. Woo! These niggas is lying, get out of my ear with all of that crying. Woo! These niggas don't know they just woke up a whole new lion. Woo! Hot like fish grease in their pan, you know I'm crying. Woo!
And I like how in that first one you're actually telling all the niggas
Just had a
why they fucked up.
baby, and I told him
Type
it's gonna
shit.
be okay. If the
That's
bitch
hard.
fuck 'em, then she rob it on that DOA. Told my mama
I'ma be okay.
funk pussy bitch, gotta
Free
bring it
LA.
away. I'm taking my time,
I'ma be
doing
your
my
shit.
Verse.
pussy bitch, gotta bring it away.
I'm talking about in the
taking
very
my time,
first,
I'm doing
the
shit.
first one that we
Mention my
did.
name, I'ma be
Our
okay.
very first one.
Be okay. Run it all up, I'ma be okay.
You was
If
like,
they try to step in my way, I promise I'ma be okay. I'ma be okay. Run it all up, I'ma be okay. Quit this bitch, I'ma be okay. Quit this bitch, I'ma be okay. Talking my shit and I'm doing my thing. I heard these little bitches been running their mouth and talking they shit, but then doing their thing. Around and round the world we go. No secrets is kept. These niggas don't tell.
around and round the world we go.
These niggas is kept.
They all fairy tale.
Woo! These niggas is lying. Get out of my ear with all of that crying. Woo! These niggas don't know they just woke up a whole new lion. Woo! Hot like fish grease in that pan. You know I'm frying. Woo! I came up out the sky. I call the sky dragon. Woo! Just had an argument with hubby, and I told him it's gonna be okay. If a bitch try to fuck him, then she riding on that DOA. Told my mom I'ma be okay. Funk pussy bitch got 3 delay. I'm taking my time like I'm doing crochet. And mention my name, I'ma be okay. Be okay. Run it all up, I'ma be okay. If they try to step in my way, I promise I'ma be okay. Be okay. Be okay.
That's hard.
All right, so I am here with said server at an anonymous restaurant, and because we're not gonna get her in trouble, but however, she is closing tonight. And one thing I want to know is, what is the best thing about closing as a server?
Closing best?
Yeah.
The peace and quiet